Hi, and welcome back to Soge King Recaps. Today, I'll recap the next episode of the anime titled, Am I Actually the Strongest? A young boy named Haruto lies on his bed until he starts hearing the distressed voices of some people. He takes a walk outside and approaches a muscular man. The man reveals that there have been thieves attacking their province lately. He was actually out to get some of them, but the plan backfired and he got whooped along with his men. Haruto finds his friend Flay and tells her to follow him. While they walk, a bunch of magic cubes appear right on the wounds of the injured men and cure them. That night, Flay stands outside Haruto's door until he opens up and sees her. Then the two of them walk outside and Haruto intends to find who attacked the men. As it seems, the muscular man he spoke to was his own father. He activates his magic and takes a look at various corners of the district. At one area, he sees some men drinking around the fire. He immediately realizes that those men are the thieves. He tells Flay they should better go and wipe them out, and they fly through the skies. In the meantime, the thieves are having a fun time and they have no idea what's coming next. Their boss is having a talk with two of his minions when Haruto and Flay appear. Haruto freezes them by using his magic powers and then sends one of the men flying to the wall. Haruto requires to get some answers and he soon ties them up. The three men reveal that they are actually soldiers coming from the neighboring empire with the goal of causing mayhem to Haruto's kingdom. Haruto does not take that lightly, plus these guys ambushed his father. So he orders Flay to burn the fort to the ground. As it seems, Flay is Haruto's follower because she is always after him. The next day, Haruto's father hears the news about the supposed thieves and learns the truth about them. He wonders to himself who might have served them justice, but then he thinks he has figured out the answer. He believes that the lack of compassion and the command of fire are signs that indicate Flay. Haruto's little sister Char hears about all that and runs to the castle's hallway. She finds Flay and asks her if there are two Harutos. Yesterday night, she saw somebody that looked exactly like Haruto fly across the moon, but she knows her brother does not possess enough mana to do that. Then she broke into his room to check on him and saw him sleeping in his bed. Flay defends Haruto by saying that his magic is infinite since he has been blessed with it since infancy. However, she does not reveal any more information and disregards the little girl. Then she tells Haruto everything about it, and the latter decides to place some surveillance magic barriers to protect himself from his sister's eyes. That night, Char stalks her brother, but she runs away when Haruto turns around to confront her. Later, she stalks him again while he is having a bath. Over the course of the following days, Char does not lose sight of him, no matter the activities Haruto indulges in. A few days later, Haruto is notified by the surveillance spell he put on Char. Indeed, the girl and her mother are in danger. They are being attacked by Imperial soldiers like the ones who pretended to be thieves. The royal guards are killed and the two women now have to run. Char guides her mother to safety, and the latter realizes that her daughter was probably being directed by a third person. Eventually, the two of them enter a cave. Char's mother, Natalia, asks her daughter if she knows who guided her. The girl has no idea, but little does it matter. Natalia runs out of the cave to find some help, but she is met by the Imperial soldiers and she has nowhere to go. She does not want to be captured by the enemy, so she turns the blade against herself. In the last minute, the blade shatters to pieces and Haruto appears to get a hold of his mother. She is passed out, so he gets really angry at the Imperial soldiers for the trouble they caused. He blasts out of anger and sends everybody flying and smashing on the trees. Then he walks inside the cave with Natalia and calls for Char. The girl hears him, but she also feels a dark aura emitting from him. Haruto tries to leave without making it known that he is actually Char's brother, but the girl calls him by his name and makes him turn around. The little one asks him if he is a hero of justice and Haruto decides to play along with it. However, he tells her nobody can know his true identity. Haruto returns back home first while his father is informed about the details of the incident. He would love to thank the man who saved his wife and daughter, but it seems he has no intention of revealing who he is. While discussing, Haruto almost makes a mistake by knowing too many information about the Imperial soldiers. That is information that he should have not been aware of. However, he saves it at the last moment and then helps his father figure out that the Imperial soldiers walked past their borders because they work with somebody from within the country. Finally, Natalia and Char return home. To everybody's amazement, the girl runs in Haruto's arms and says she missed him. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more.